Hello YouTube, Dion from M.A.D Tech, and this is the unboxing of the Sharkoon PSU with an 80+ gold certification, model name WPM Gold ZERO, and this is a 650 watt power supply, ideal for Ryzen CPUs with a twin connector. And this is essentially a 0 RPM semi-modular power supply that, given the price and the specs that are given, I can only call value for money. Now, on top of the box, this will have all the specification for this power supply and I guess all the features. Now, there is no English here, but the important is that this is 100% compatible for Ryzen machines, so this will serve you really well for a Ryzen build. And since this is semi-modular, you can have some better cable management. So there is one 24-pin mainboard connector and one 4+4 mainboard connector. These are all the fixed ones and all the others are the modular ones. And again, this is the 0 RPM power supply that has this curve, but we can check this closely after we open the box and check the product itself. So let's do it right now, right here. So opening the box reveals us a manual. First of all, we have all the types of connectors here. It seems that this is written in various languages. The same goes for the other side, I guess, and I'm really happy to see that this is in English. One silica gel bag, and this seems really interesting. I think, okay, this is a really nice presentation there by Sharkoon with this pouch for all the cables. Actually, these are all the extra modular cables for the power supply, so we will check them briefly in a moment. So let's check the other cable here. This is the typical power cord that goes to your wall socket and powers your PC through your power supply. So this cable is the main power supply cable for charging it up with power, and this is a lengthy one, which is great for a power supply. Now, the unit itself has the motherboard pins with the extra 4-pin, and here we have some screws to mount the PSU to our PC case. Now let's check the power supply unit. There it is. So this is an empty box, we don't need it anymore here. So here we have it all wrapped there with this bubble wrap, and the cable seems to be tightened up, and we can just let them loose by untying this one. Okay, this seems fairly long, so some cable management must take place there in your PC case. So there is your 24-pin, the extra 4-pin, and here we have another 8-pin as your motherboard would like it. So let's unwrap this and check the power supply itself. Now this seems really heavy, but it will be just fine for any PC case. It has this black finish that it's really great. On the rear side we have the switch, the cable headers here. Okay, the other side obviously something like that to give it some juice. We have the mounting holes for the screws here on the 4 sides, and don't get it twisted, there are still some PSUs that don't come with screws out there. Now on the one side we have the Sharkoon logo, which is really great for show off from your PC case window, and here we have all the specs, all the ports here for the modular cables. There is some labeling for your peripherals and the GPU, nothing on the other side. So let's check now the cables for this semi-modular PSU. Now this pouch is empty, but it's really nice addition to have this one. It's an extra bonus from Sharkoon. Now all the connectors are placed here, and this plastic bag has all the modular cables. So let's open it up, and this is really well sealed, and some extra force is needed to open this bag, and it's obvious that you will not be closing this one again, and you'll be using the included pouch. So there we have it, some extra connectors here. I can see there are some Molex cables, some 8 pins, so everything is needed to connect your peripherals is included here. Here we have a Molex connector, here we have the Molex, there are quite a lot of them. Then we also have some 8 pins, that's great. You might find this one handy for a GPU, plus some SATA connectors for your peripherals. You can see it here. You can connect a lot of SSDs here or hard drives. So one can connect lots of hard drives with this cable. And another SATA connector. And I think you are already covered with all the SATA ports here that you'll ever have. And here again, another 8-pin. Again, this will power up your PC, especially on a Ryzen gaming machine. And here we have another SATA connector. I think that's enough. Last but not least, we have this 8-pin. This might be handy. The length of the cable is really nice, but again, this might be a problem if you don't want a lot of cables in your PC case. So cable management is your top priority, but this semi-modular power supply can help you with that. Plus we have a 0 RPM fan that has here this Sharkoon logo that I forgot to unwrap the membrane. So overall, I guess this is the best value for money power supply you can find given its price at the moment, so check it for your build. And to sum up, this was the unboxing of the WPM Gold ZERO 80 plus gold power supply by Sharkoon. You can leave a comment, feel free to subscribe, leave us a like, and as always from Adex Tech, thank you for watching. Peace!